Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is Alex from MotorLife.com, and me and Adam just got back from an epic ride, and you can see this thing goes. You're going to see a lot more on this engine and how I built it and how it will pop a wheelie really quickly. But what's cool about living in Peoria with a lot of people that have bikes, when you got parts that you don't need, you can usually trade them. So I got this in the other day. This is a GT80. This is a shift kit. It's from Sick Bike Parts. So we're going to check these out. I'm going to see what's inside this thing real quick. Let's check it out. Hey, so let's go check out this GT80. Obviously Bob came over too. Check out his bike. But this thing, as you can see, it's from 2015. GT80, I'm hoping to see an FM80 inside with the high hole piston in there, and you can see this reed valve. Let's get in here. So you can see this is a nice GT80 with a reed valve here. If you see this emblem, you can actually see the model number, and it actually has a little warning for right about race engines, because this does pull, I want to say 3, 4, almost 5 horsepower, maybe back in the day. Now this head is a nice high compression head here, and I don't know if that's the correct spark plug. We'll see once we get in there. And you can see about this reed valve. Hey, what are you? Get back here. That's not for you. That's hold on. Whoa, this engine first. Now you can see actually this is a nice Aero reed valve style reed valve. But we're gonna take this apart and actually see what it looks like on the inside and actually what's going on with it. So let's check that out. All right, so let's check this out here. Now, this is an older engine from 2015, so I'm not expecting really nice things inside here. This is actually a CNS racing carb, kind of a racing carb. There's a lot better carbs nowadays. This is kind of the old style, but it's kind of cool because it does have a throttle choke. So this goes on your handlebars, and you can actually change this up as you're riding. So if you have, tricky, but it is kind of hard getting this jetted right. And the original mount is made for a 25 millimeter, and you actually need this nylon thing if you're going to be using a stock intake, which it should come with, but pay attention for that. I mean, that's a nice one, and it does actually use a different throttle here. It's a different length cable. The pull, I think, is 130 millimeters. Don't quote me on that, but you can't really just use all your old stock stuff to get that carb to work. All right, well, first thing I did notice about this engine, well, obviously since it is from 2015, these mounts, you can see, of course, 32 millimeter front, and the front mount here, and then actually 6 millimeter bolts. Again, which, not what I use, which kind of why I buy all the Zeta 80 kits, because they actually have those bigger mount studs and everything. That's the 8 millimeter. So I'm actually going to take this bottom end, kind of take off all the fancy stuff off of here and try it on this brand new engine, and then possibly do it on that bike. So we're going to see how that works out. All right, and if you guys don't know anything about reed valves, a reed valve is literally a valve that lets air only go one way. So I'll do a whole Motorized Bike 101 episode on reed valves and how they work and actually what they do for the engine. But let's kind of see what's going on. Now, this is the Aero style that I've seen a lot on the Aero racing bikes, which I'll put a link in the description to. But it's a pretty large diameter reed valve. I don't know if it has carbon fiber reeds, but I doubt it. But let's see what's inside here. Now, I do got to give a shout out to my friend Steve, because he did hook me up. He continues to hook me up, so what's up? All right. It actually does not look too bad. Those actually look pretty clean. So I don't know actually how old this engine is. In fact, this all looks new here. He said there's only about 200 miles on it altogether. So let's kind of see what's on the inside here. I'm expecting to see a FM80, which is a balanced crank one from back in 2015, which still good. Now this head I've seen come from a couple different companies, and this one actually looks to be the nice metal. I've seen some that are super cheap, but what we got going on here? If you guys want one of these engine stands, I'm selling them on my website. In fact, my friend Steve makes them, so they do come in powder coat black. This one seems to be rusted. Okay. Some long nuts. Jeez. All right, so let's see what's going on here. Okay. It's a nice heavy head, and you can see, look at all those fins. That is perfect for cooling. Thread grabber bolts, those are perfect. I don't think you'll ever strip that out. Don't lose all your washers and shit. Oh, nice. And it does seem to be decently clean. Look at that. I don't know exactly how much use. I do see, I don't know if you guys can see that in there, that the spark plug, I don't know if that's the right size. It's pretty far back. I would like that spark a little bit closer. You can see the threading in there is all oily and gross. So we'll have to change that out and see how it runs. I think they just did that because it was probably on a smaller frame bike. So not a lot of clearance, but nice high compression head. I'll put a link in the description where you can find this exact head. Might have to do a little research, but let me find these so I can get those to you guys. Let's see what's going on here. First thing I noticed, it seems to be pretty clean inside. So I don't know if you can see exactly what's going on there, but I mean, for, I think he said, 200 or so miles, which is not bad. Yep, okay. Well, these sidewalls seem to be very good, not scarred, and for the guys that know what that is a third transfer port. A lot of people have never seen one of those. That actually, I don't know, it's definitely recommended for any sort of revalve. I don't know how well it works. I haven't tested it without any other adjustments, but if you guys never seen that before, that's a good way to pump some more gas and air into your engine. So that looks good, and let's find out. Oh, nice. So it does actually have that balanced old school FM80 that the real motorized bike guys kind of look for, because it's a nice powerhouse. I don't know if you guys can see that on there. It looks to be pretty clean, what I see. So besides the 6mm front bolts and everything, this is a nice engine. Now I'm going to see about getting all new covers and all the plates. I might, in fact, man, this thing was definitely taken very well care of. A lot cleaner than I thought. So we're going to see what's going on with this engine. Thinking about putting it on that new bike I'm building, but man, actually it does look like it nicely ported too, so you can see those ports are super clean. Alrighty guys, so you're probably going to see a lot more of this engine, and from what you accidentally saw before, you probably should subscribe to my channel. So I got a lot more coming for you guys, so stay tuned. Don't forget to subscribe down here. Just go ahead and subscribe, like the video, leave a comment please. Kind of want to know what you guys think, what you guys want to see, and if you guys got questions. We're building a nice motorized bike community here. So once again, and also shout out to Rob, Zeta Mafia. Alrighty, and actually before I go, I might as well show you one more cool thing since it did come today, and I've been waiting to see one of these for 3 years. So if you've never even seen one, this might blow your face away. Kabam! Yeah, so if you know what that is, you know what I'm about to be doing. Deuces.